When the Shenango Canal and the Shenango Turnpike that we call Route 20 today were constructed in the early 1800s, both ran through the towns of Bouckville, Madison, and Solsville, New York. With the drastic increase of people visiting on wagons and rafts, it resulted in a bunch of businesses popping up along both to serve the needs of the travelers, especially taverns where people could get a meal and a room for the night. One of those taverns was this place, the Solsville Hotel, still standing today. But that's what it looked like back in the hop times. It's had 17 owners since its construction, 16 men and 1 woman, and if my buddy, the current owner, Brad Dixon, can hang in there just a few more years, he'll hold the title for the longest owner. Anyway, owner number 8 was this guy, Newton Livermore. I've already done a story about his brother Madison, who was unfortunate enough to die after jumping off a stagecoach and nearly impaling himself. In 1893, long after his brother's death, a fire had burned Newton's house and hop barn to the ground, so he decided to make a career change and purchased the hotel 3 years later. Downstairs held the restaurant, kitchen, and bar area, and upstairs was a dance hall and several rooms just big enough for a single bed and a washstand. Not a bad little setup, and Newton definitely had it easier than the guy who owned it during Prohibition, but Newton was an open-minded fella who was looking to make even more profits than just serving food, alcohol, and a place to stay for the night. He decided the rooms upstairs would still be available for people to stop for the night before moving down the road the next morning, but he also started using the rooms for something a little more entertaining. He hired ladies of the evening. It was a house of ill repute, a bawdy house. It was a brothel. You get the point. Prostitution wasn't exactly legal at this time, but it also wasn't always enforced either, so I'm assuming this was one of those secrets that everyone knew about but didn't discuss. Newton continued to own the hotel until 1901 before selling it to Willis Montana, a very upstanding gentleman who put an end to the upstairs activities, and who, by the way, had a daughter accidentally shot in the kitchen downstairs and might have been why people say it's haunted today. Newton returned to farming and lived to be 77, passing away on May 29, 1923 from blood poisoning. If you're ever in the area, swing by the hotel and say hi to the current owner, Brad. He'll be the one at the end of the bar sipping Southern Comfort and telling his favorite jokes.